Hi guys, and good afternoon, creeps. So you already know, guys, it's time for another direct upload. Okay, guys, so today I want to talk more about knowing your friends from your enemies. Okay, a lot of times your enemy is your friend, but they're playing you. Okay, and it could be a relative that is, playing to be your friend, and they actually your motherfucking enemy. They actually behind your back doing shit, vandalizing your property, stealing from you, and everything else. Talking bad about you behind your back is one thing. When they start stealing from you and trying to harm you in little sneaky ways, then you know that's your fucking enemy. That is your fucking enemy for real. Okay? So what I'm going to make different levels of these type of videos. So people that might have a close friend or family member that's actually just playing them, making them think that they're their friends, and they're really not. Their motherfucker is your enemy. Okay? Don't ever get it twisted. The enemy of yours is most likely your closest friend or a family member that's close to you. It could be anybody. So, you just have to be careful and know who the fuck your enemies are. Because your enemy, let me tell you something, what makes a friend different from an enemy. Okay, a friend is the one that loves you. That a friend, I'm talking about, a friend could be your friend, like a non-blood relations friend, or it could be a blood relative friend, whatever. Okay. Now your friend loves you and don't do nothing to hurt you. They also can see the beauty in you, and they also are willing to listen to you explain your side of the story, because there's always two sides to a story. There's always your side of the story, the next person's side of the story, and then there's the middle ground, because you always have to be willing to listen. If you are a friend, be willing to listen to your friend. Don't never listen to no stranger's side of the story and think that your friend don't have the right information, because a lot of times when somebody is just a stranger, they're making assumptions, they're jumping to conclusions, and they're making wild guesses. So if your friend got the story and you know your friend is not a compulsive liar, the friend does not have a reputation for lying, then you can listen to your friend. If your friend tells you, yo, listen, this is what's happening, this is what happened with XYZ situation, try to listen to your friend, because that if you got somebody in your life that does not want to listen to you explain yourself, but meanwhile they keep on saying the most horrible things to you, to your face, in regards to a particular life situation. So the motherfucker is not your friend, because if the motherfucker was your friend, they would be listening to you. And they would be trying to understand what the fuck is going on with XYZ situation. So the motherfucker is not your friend. If the motherfucker don't want to listen, the motherfucker just want to jump to conclusions and then keep on saying what some stranger done said about you. So-and-so said this about you. So-and-so said that about you. And then when you go to ask this motherfucker, what exactly are you talking about? Well, it's just too strange for me to tell you about. Well, then don't even tell me that so-and-so said something about me then, if you're not going to just spit the shit out and tell me what the fuck you got on your mind. Okay. No, I can't tell you because it's just so bad that I can't even tell you. What? Then why the fuck you even tell me what the fuck somebody said then? Okay, so anyway, this is how you know if somebody is your friend or your enemy. If the motherfucker is wanting to listen to Meredith said this about you, Mona said that about you, Mary and Meredith, they all got M names, they all said something about you, they all talking about you behind your back. Okay, well, motherfucker, tell me what the fuck this Mary and Meredith said. I can't tell you because it's too bad for me to even discuss. Then what the fuck you tell me Mary or Meredith said some shit? What the fuck you talking about then? Just spit the shit out. If you got something to say, just spit the shit out. No, I just know they talking about you behind your back. What? Then tell me what the fuck. No, I can't tell you. Okay, so if somebody talking like that, that motherfucker is not your friend. The motherfucker is probably just making some shit up. The motherfucker probably just lying and just saying some stupid shit. Because they ain't even got the information. They just telling you somebody said this shit behind your back. And then when you ask them, tell me exactly the details of what they said, then they don't got shit to say. So the motherfucker is just telling lies, lie after lie after lie. And the motherfucker, if the motherfucker gonna just talk to you and tell you, hey, this person said this person said that. And then they ain't got the information. So, you know, the motherfucker is just a liar. Okay, so that's how you know your friend from your enemy. If it's your friend, they gonna defend you, even if this Mary or Meredith did say whatever the fuck they said. If they were your friend, then why didn't they defend you and say that doesn't sound like my friend, because I've been knowing this friend for over such and such amount of years and I ain't never witnessed this that you're talking about, so I don't believe it. Okay, so I would, if somebody came to me and called me up and said something about my friend or relative and I ain't never witnessed my friend or relative doing no stupid shit like what they describing, then I would just be mad at this asshole that's contacting me telling lies, because obviously it's a fucking lie, right? If you ain't never seen me doing this shit, then what the fuck are you listening to somebody telling you something that didn't even happen most likely? So why didn't you just take up for me and defend me then? Oh, I ain't got nothing to say to that. Okay. You ain't got nothing to say. Okay. If somebody ever contacted me about my child, or if somebody ever contacted me about my friend, and they talking about my relative or friend in a way that I don't understand, and I ain't never witnessed this shit for myself, you better believe I'm going to take up for my friend or relative. I'm not going to listen to some jackass on the phone or wherever you talk to this person from. I'm not going to listen to them, because what the fuck am I going to listen to them for? That does not make sense to me, that I'm going to listen to some stranger tell me a fucking weird story about a friend or relative, and it's out of character. I would know my friend or relative ain't done that shit, so I would just be kind of mad. Like, don't contact me with some bullshit. So let me tell you something. I'm just going to talk about how if you have a friend, if you are somebody's friend, you have to love your friend. You have to respect your friend. You have to take up for your friend if somebody is bad-mouthing them. If you know your friend for 30 years, 40 years, and you have never seen your friend doing this bullshit that this stranger is telling you about, then by all means take up for your friend and support your friend. Why are you kikiing on the phone with a stranger, somebody you don't even know, and you acting like this person got some good information when it's probably just lies? So that does not make sense to me, that a friend would even do that in the first fucking place. So let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you something. I wanted to talk mainly about somebody that could be in your life pitting you against somebody else. Okay, this is how you know if somebody is pitting you against somebody else, because you might not know and you might not understand how this works. Okay, let's say, for example, you got somebody in your life, and behind their back, they calling you or talking to you, and they're telling you horrible things about this person behind their back. Now, mind you, what you should say to anybody that does that, no matter who it is, just say to this person, you know what? Let's get so-and-so on the three-way call. Or let's just have a meeting with everybody involved, and we'll talk and discuss it, because I am not going to be the person that you pit against that so-and-so. First of all, when I was younger, I used to have this person constantly pitting me against somebody else. So by me being a child, I didn't know what this person was doing. So I had a bad relationship with these other people on account of listening to this person that was pitting me against other people. Once I got older and I started realizing this person is just pitting me against this other person a little bit too much. And I realized that the stuff that this person was saying was just not true. So I had to learn through growing up, the what goes on when somebody is pitting somebody against someone else. Now, if you still don't know what that means when somebody is pitting you against somebody else, if somebody is coming to you and they saying, so-and-so did this, so-and-so did that, so-and-so is bad, so-and-so is this or that, so-and-so don't like you, so-and-so said this about you behind your back. Okay, if you have somebody like that, you might be a young child, and hopefully if you are young and you have somebody that's manipulating you, because that is called manipulation. If somebody is manipulating you because they don't like that person, so they manipulating you to not like that person too. Now, let me tell you something, if you haven't witnessed nothing of that caliber for yourself, please understand that somebody could be manipulating you and pitting you against somebody else. Okay, now you don't want somebody manipulating you and pitting you against somebody else. So if you're an old ass motherfucker in your 40s or 50s, you too goddamn old to be falling for that type of manipulative trick. If you're a child or in your teens or your 20s, and you don't know what this trick is, then obviously you would have to grow up and grow into age to figure out what this is. So by me being a mature adult, I'm older than what I look. I'm an old ass lady. Okay, I'm old. I'm old and gray up under this wig. I got plenty of gray hair, and I don't tell nobody my age, but I'm very happy to be the age that I am because I have knowledge and wisdom as an older woman. I'm an old gray witch. Don't you ever forget it. See, I have lived a very hard life, and I have had so many negative people in my life before. Believe that. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is, make sure if you're an old ass motherfucker and you're like late 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and 70s, or 80s, no matter how old you are, if you old over 30 and you letting somebody pit somebody against you, you are too goddamn old for that manipulative game. You should know better when somebody is trying to pit you against someone. How do I know? Because one day I had called this person. I had called somebody. And I asked them a very important question. It was extremely important. It was an extremely important question. I basically, the phone call went like this. Hi, so-and-so, can you tell me such and such and such? This person started screaming into the phone, calling me names, saying, man, you need this. Man, this and that. Man, this and that. Man, this and that. Man, you ain't right. Man, you ain't good. Man, you ain't this. Man, you ain't that. I just kind of like was, trying to still talk in a normal tone, asking the important question over and over again. Can you please tell me this or that? Can you please tell me this or that? The person just kept on screaming. And then I realized, I said, you know what? This person was probably manipulated. And this person probably fell for the oldest trick in the book, pitting somebody against someone else. So I just realized whoever this person is so fucking old. This person is in their 40s, pushing 50 years old. And if you're that goddamn old and you don't know the game by now, that motherfucker is dangerous as fuck. And honestly, I limit my interactions with that person because that person don't got good sense. That person is a deranged weirdo. If you that fucking old and you letting another deranged weirdo fuck with your mind. If you letting two deranged weirdos, one deranged stupid ass that's doing the pitting against each other, running behind somebody's back, talking about them behind their back, and then the other dumbass that's pushing 50 and letting somebody manipulate them like that. That is an old ass manipulative trick. And you are too goddamn old to be falling for a trick like that. You are somebody's one trick ass pony, and that's what you are. You are a dumb ass motherfucking deranged fucking weirdo. So is the other motherfucker that's running around telling all this stupid shit that you shouldn't be believing in the first place. If you ain't seen me doing the shit, please don't believe what this motherfucker is telling you. If you watch this video, yes, I'm talking to you. Because if you are the one that's being manipulated, then you are the fool. You are the fall guy. You are the jackass, and you are the loser. And if somebody that's stinky and nasty and gross is actually running up to you and telling you shit, or calling you on the phone and telling you shit about me, and you actually believing it and eating it up, just a big old plate of shit, just eating it up. If you just sitting there eating it up, then you just a dumb motherfucker. And really, you need to stay away from me. If it's that motherfucking serious that you got to believe some stinky, old ass, four-eyed, ugly ass, fucking stupid ass bitch like that. Seriously, that motherfucker, you can look at her and tell that she is stupid, stinky, and deranged and foolish. And if you are that goddamn dumbass of a fool to believe this motherfucker like that, then you are so fucking stupid and lost your goddamn self. So know the rules, know the game. Somebody pitting you against another motherfucker, don't ever be their fall guy. Don't ever be their loser. Don't ever be their one trick pony, because they just pitting you against the next motherfucker. I'm not buying it. I'm not. I won't do it. I will not. Because the motherfucker done tried this trick on me several times. And I'm not going to be their one trick pony. And I'm not going to be their fucking loser and their dumbass. I'm not going to do it. I won't. So I know the game. I know when somebody trying to pit somebody against the next motherfucker. And honestly, I'm not going to do it. I will not be that motherfucker's one trick pony. I'm not. I got enough sense to know when somebody is trying to pit me against the next bitch. I'm not going to do it. And neither should you. Think with your head. Think with your motherfucking head. Think. What is this motherfucker telling you and why? Why are they telling you, running back and telling you shit? And you ain't seen the shit yourself. Then don't believe this deranged weirdo running around telling you some stupid shit about me. You too fucking old to be falling for some bullshit. Don't be somebody's one trick ass pony. Don't do that shit. Don't do it. Because the motherfucker is mad and just getting you to side with that motherfucker. Let me tell you something, because the next topic will be misery loves company. Because honestly, when somebody is miserable, they love company, baby. They need that company. Their misery, those people, misery loves company. And if they could get one or two other motherfuckers to side with them on some dumb shit, they will do it. So don't ever fall for that. That's the oldest trick in the book. So live fiercely, love viciously, and remember, atheism is unstoppable.